The Boston and New York Global Business Experience is really a way for our students to understand a bit more about some of the challenges that are facing the asset management industry in the United States.
It's experiential, it's getting a feeling for how institutions operate, how environments differ.
We want students to understand sort of what are the challenges and issues of the asset management industry, but also related areas and how the asset management industry influences the overall macroeconomy and other areas in finance and economics. There are quite a few interesting trends and challenges the asset management industry faces. FinTech, what are policymakers going to do in terms of regulating the industry?
We spent the first 2 days in Boston and the following 4 days in New York. The Boston part was really focused on MIT, Harvard, some of the big asset managers like Numeric, State Street. And then the second part of it was in New York, visiting banks, regulators, other clients as well. Being led by the faculty was fantastic. I think they've got some really valuable and important relationships, and they leverage that to get us fantastic meetings with really senior, influential asset managers and portfolio managers, and I think that really created what was a fantastic trip.
There are so many companies that we visited during the GBE. The ones that stand out for me are some of the private equity companies. General Atlantic, who were one of the first sort of investors in Uber and Snapchat.
We were fortunate enough to have one of the most accredited professors of economics, Professor Benjamin Friedman, talk to us and give us a lecture on his views on the economy. So this really highlighted to me the power of LBS, the network, the community, to be able to get such a figurehead to spend an hour of his day to speak to all of our students. And that was really, really special.
One of the highlights for me on the GBE program was the baseball game, Boston Red Sox. Fenway Park, I've never been to, and it's sort of the holy grail of baseball, so that was really exciting.
On the final day, there's quite an interactive session where you get to have debates with different team members, where we are talking about the themes that have been discussed throughout the week, and one is arguing for and one is arguing against. So right at the end of the week, that was quite a fun thing just to round off, the whole trip. We also had a boat cruise, which was just to unwind, reflect over what we've learnt and just solidify some of the relationships that we've made along the week.
The final cruise, I reckon it was the best sunset I have ever seen, and that is not a joke. It was phenomenal, like Statue of Liberty and the setting sun that I will remember forever.
Being on the part-time program, you're kind of meeting every other week. So this was an opportunity to really build up a network and meet new people.
Everyone's different and everyone's got something to bring to the class, which is the best thing about it.
These guys give you a different perspective because they're at a different point in life, maybe learning slightly different things.
I've come away with the desire and interest to look into private equity and hedge funds, and if I could get into that space, that's something that 2 weeks ago I didn't really have any knowledge across. It's been really inspiring to gain more knowledge of the asset management industry.